Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano just completed one of the greatest trilogies in the history of boxing. And this time, it wasn't just a fight. It was a statement. It was a legacy. The two legends stepped into Madison Square Garden one last time, ready to close a chapter they started years ago. And the moment they walked out, you could feel the electricity in the air. This was history in the making. Katie Taylor entered the ring as the undisputed champion. Calm, focused, eyes locked on destiny. Amanda Serrano, fierce and fired up, was on a mission to finally take her down. No trash talk. No drama. Just pure competition. The bell rang, and the final battle began. From round one, the strategy was clear. Taylor used her classic footwork and timing to control the ring. Serrano brought pressure and power, looking for the openings to land big shots. Both fighters knew each other too well. Every move felt calculated, every punch had purpose. Unlike their first two encounters, this fight wasn't about chaos. It was about precision. A chess match with gloves. Neither one wanted to make a mistake, because they both knew one clean shot could end everything. As the rounds went on, the intensity built up. Every jab, every combination, brought the crowd closer to the edge of their seats. Taylor's movement was sharp. Serrano's counters were dangerous. Taylor and Serrano made history. It was as close as it gets. The first women's boxing main event at Madison Square Garden. It all came down to the judges. You could hear a pin drop in the garden. And then, the result. Majority decision, Katie Taylor wins. It wasn't domination. It was razor close. But Taylor did just enough. And with that, she sealed the trilogy, 3 fights, 3 wins. A clean sweep. Against one of the toughest opponents she's ever faced. Serrano didn't argue. No excuses. Just respect. She teared up after the fight, not because she lost, but because she knew they had just created something special. Something the world would never forget. But the story doesn't end there. This fight marked a turning point for women's boxing. It was the first all-female main event at Madison Square Garden. It was broadcast live on Netflix, reaching millions of homes across the globe. The spotlight wasn't just on the fighters, it was on the sport itself. Promoter Jake Paul, who's helped drive women's boxing into the mainstream, made headlines of his own during the press events. But the real heroes were in the ring. Taylor and Serrano showed what greatness looks like. No gimmicks. No shortcuts. Just world-class athletes doing what they do best. After the fight, Taylor said this was the perfect ending. No need for a 4th bout. No regrets. Serrano agreed. They'd given everything to this rivalry, and now it was time to move forward. What comes next? The possibilities are endless. Shields, Green, maybe even undiscovered talent rising through the ranks. But no matter what happens next, this trilogy will always stand as one of the greatest stories in boxing. It wasn't about fame. It wasn't about hype. It was about heart, skill, and respect. Taylor and Serrano didn't just fight. They elevated the game. They inspired a generation. And they proved, once and for all, women's boxing belongs at the very top.